you guys? Dalton Katz here, coming at you again with another video today. So I haven't been able to do these for a while just because life has taken over and just haven't gotten as much time as I want to do stuff like this. But now that I got a little bit of extra time, I'm really hoping to start pumping some more of this type of material out. So one of the first things that we're going to cover is shoulder health. So this is something that really hits close to home for me, as I've had 2 shoulder surgeries myself. Tore 3 of 4 rotator cuff muscles on my right, along with my labrum, and 2 of 4 rotator cuff muscles on my left, including my labrum. So this one really hits close to home when people come to me about problems and stuff like that. I do not claim to be a physical therapist, although I've definitely done enough shoulder rehab, prehab stuff to probably qualify a little bit to give you a little bit of advice. Now, by all means, if you have more serious issues such as tears, you absolutely need to go see somebody in person, as I'm not going to be able to prescribe you anything over YouTube or Facebook, Twitter, etc. So, with that being said, here are a few exercises, stretches, warm-ups, and stuff that you can do to help optimize your shoulder health if you've never had issues, or help start to get the train rolling back in the right direction if you've run into some shoulder issues lately. So, hope you all enjoy this video.
So, I think it's always important that if you want to understand the function of something, that you also understand its form. So, while I could go a lot deeper into this, today's video is a lot more rotator cuff heavy. So, this is kind of an overview of the rotator cuff. Basically, all I want you to get out of this little picture here is that the shoulder is a very complex joint with a lot of moving parts. In the first clip, you're going to see me performing isometric exercises. Isometric simply means that the muscle is neither shortening nor lengthening, meaning that this is a relatively safe position and exercise no matter what your shoulder condition is. Because these are relatively safe exercises, I like to use them as my prerequisite into moving into anything more complicated. If I cannot perform these pain-free, I have no business moving on into further exercises or stretches. A variety of movements means a variety of exercises to keep it strong. Make sure that you're keeping your elbow tucked to your side and bracing your core to keep anything else from doing the work for your rotator cuffs. Start slow and then build on it. Make sure that you can do these all pain-free before moving on into the following exercises. The next movements we have are eyes wise T's and W's. These are a great complement to the shoulder structure as well, as they move the muscles through a variety of angles and movements. While I am performing all of these exercises on a bench, I would highly recommend you start these exercises from the floor if you've never done anything like this before, as it gives you a little bit less range of motion and less risk of hurting yourself or anything further. As before, I don't really like to prescribe sets and reps for these. Simply start small and build on it. You always want to proceed with caution with dealing with something as delicate as the shoulder joint. Thumbs to the ceiling, head down, and brace your core. Just as before, you don't want anything else being able to take over the exercises for this, such as a back extension or anything else. Feel free to progress or regress these movements as you see fit. If it's feeling a little bit too easy, maybe grab some soup cans or dumbbells, and if it's feeling hard or uncomfortable, always be willing to go back to the floor. The final exercise has one extra cue, as you want to internally and externally rotate the shoulders as far as you can. Or as I like to cue it, you want to hold the bowling ball and then drop the bowling ball. Make sure you hit like and subscribe, as I'm going to be pumping out a lot more content into the future. If you have any suggestions on videos or questions, feel free to comment on this video or find me on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram at Dalton Katz, K-A-T-S. Peace.